How's it going, guys? Today we're going to talk about habits, what they are, myths and mistakes people make when changing them, and what to do instead. How's it going? I'm Dr. Tank PharmD, board certified practicing pharmacist, powerlifter, and personal coach, helping action takers like you take back control of their lives, develop their life skill sets in a structured format. Now, I am a practicing pharmacist, but I'm not your practicing medical pharmacist. So if you have specific questions about your conditions, see your doctor. Let's get into it. Now first, who is this video for? This video is for people who want to make changes to their bad habits, but don't know how. It's also for people who want to create good habits in their lives. This video isn't for people who don't want to make change or who don't want to put in the effort to make the change. But first, let's talk about what a habit is. According to the Oxford Dictionary, a habit is a settled or regular tendency or practice, especially one that is hard to give up. The biggest misconception people have is that all habits are bad. I'm going to tell you that's not true, and let me explain why. Imagine and remember the first time you went driving. You had to remember what lever did what, which pedal pushed the car which direction, which gear your car had to be in. You had to also look out for what was going on outside, and you also had to check out the cars to your side, front, back, all around. First time you were driving, this stuff processed in your brain very slowly. You had to figure out where everything went and what you had to do in every circumstance. So, what you did was you continually did this, you continually drove, and then it became a habit for you. You know which lever is the left turn and which lever is the right turn. You figured out where the windshield wiper was. You know which way pedal is go and which pedal is stop. This became a habit, and it freed up your brain for more important things like, is that car gonna hit me? Or is that person gonna cross the street? This is an example of a good habit. What you don't realize is that your brain just picks up the bad habit because you know in your mind that you should not be doing this, but you're still doing it. That's because you've automated it in your brain to do this bad habit. In James Clear's book, Atomic Habit, he talks about the 4 things required in a habit. You need a cue, a craving, a response, and a reward. A cue is a piece of information that suggests there's a reward to be found, like the smell of a cookie. A craving is the motivation to change something, to get that reward, like tasting that cookie. A response is whatever thought or action you need to get that reward. And finally, a reward is the satisfying feeling you get from the change, along with the lesson whether to do it again or not. And if you want to get rid of these bad habits, you need to interfere with any of these 4 steps. Let's take me for example. My habit is that I go into the kitchen, I open up my snack drawer, and I grab a snack. So, what are the 4 components in this habit? The cue is the kitchen drawer. The craving is the snack. The response is me walking in the kitchen, opening up that drawer, and getting the snack. And the reward is the savory flavor of it. Now, how do I fix this problem? Well, I can target one of these 4 habit elements. I can target the cue by not going into the kitchen or by eliminating the cabinet. Either which, very difficult. I can eliminate the craving by getting rid of the snacks, which is very possible. I can limit the response by locking up the drawer and not allowing me access to the snack. Or I can eliminate the reward by making the snacks disgusting or tampering with them, which is a waste of money. For me personally, I've reduced the number of snacks and I've moved them to a different drawer. What this does is it eliminates the craving and it also reduces the response. Which brings me to the next point, is that to get a better approach to eliminating your habit, you gotta target multiple factors in these habits. That makes it a lot easier for you to create new ones or to eliminate bad ones. So what do you do to create a good habit? You need to target those 4 habit elements as well. For the cue, you want it obvious. For the craving, you want it attractive. For the response, you want it accessible. And for the reward, you want it satisfying. What does this mean? Let's take, for example, you want to pick up working out. So as far as the cue goes, you want the workout clothes and shoes to be obvious. So you take them out, you have a certain spot that you see every day and leave it there. That'll make it obvious for you to go, oh, I see it, I need to work out. As far as the craving goes, you want it to be attractive. And the best way to make workout clothes attractive is to get new ones. New ones that are comfortable, new ones that make you feel good, and new ones that make you want to use them very quickly. As far as the response goes, you want to make it easily accessible. So you want those workout clothes to be obvious and you want it to be accessible. So put them in a spot where you can get them easily. You want the workout route or location to be easily accessible. You don't want it to be inconvenient for you to drive all the way downtown to work out when there's a gym a couple minutes away that you could just hit up real quick before you go home after work and work out. And finally, there's the reward. You want it satisfying. So you want to reward yourself every time you work out. So a good reward for working out would be to watch TV for an hour. That's a good reward for you. And what's a bad reward is eating a cheeseburger combo, which defeats the purpose of working out. And again, if you want to reinforce these habits, you want to use multiple habit elements in order to target these responses. So that's it, guys. You know what habits are. You know the myths and mistakes people have, and the 4 elements of a habit that are required to create one and to get rid of one. If you're looking to take control and have a structured program, click below for a free webinar. Click like and subscribe, and until next time, guys, stay healthy.